Hello friends and welcome to episode 18 of Storyteller Plays Fantasy Life for the 3DS. In the last episode we visited the Riveria Summit and were told to go find somebody named Falcon, who told us to go find somebody named Robin, and so now we're going to go find Crankshaft so we can find Robin. It's all very confusing. I can't teleport out of here, so presumably I'm going to be stopped outside the castle by Eulalia. Surprise, surprise! Was it just me, or was Andy a bit weird when he was talking about this Crankshaft guy? I hope we're not getting in over our heads here. I don't even know if that's possible at this point. Let's take the airship to Port Puerto. This is the time is of the essence here. I'm going to hop on you real quick. Yes, although I don't need to take the airship. Onward, Satu. Indeed! But since it's so important, I can just open the map, go home, travel to Port Puerto. And conveniently, I need to go to Cocina Rica, which is like right up here by my house. I live this close to the bar. Ahoy! And who are yous? This guy is making me dizzy just looking at him. The heck is that? A wee talking butterfly trying to say something to old Crankshaft? Boy, this barley juice is messing with my ears now. I'm hearing butterflies. Your hearing is fine, sir. Crankshaft, I am a talking butterfly. Do you happen to know anything about... Whoa. Yes? Don't you be just like, oh hey, I'm a talking butterfly. Do you know any good sandwich shop in the area? Look, we just wanted to ask you a couple questions, but if you're not interested... Oh, I'd just be a Okay, lassie, you're right. Just keep flapping those lips like a talking mailbox. Flappity flap. Sheesh. What is this guy's problem? What's the matter, little flappin' fly? Did old Crankshaft make you upset there? Miss Olivia said you were the chief pilot in this town. I can't believe they'd put you in a position like that. Maybe they were talking about another Crankshaft. My mistake. Good day. You darn tootin' is a good day. Every day is a good day where I come from? Dad! Sweetie bird, honey pie, darling peanut, sweetie. What are you doing? Just look at you. Ah, yes, just look at you, my honey mustard muffin darling Aurora. You said you were done with all of this? Enough with yous. I'll be done with all of you, all of this when I'm ready to be done with all of... Oh, Dad, you were talking like a, you were thinking about Larkin again, weren't you? Excuse me, sorry to just interrupt here. And you are? Well, we've come here from Castell. We're looking for a pilot called Robin. Do you know him by chance? What do you want with Robin? He's very busy, you know. So you do know him? Yes, of course. He's over at our workshop. And can you take us to see him, please? We have a very important matter to discuss with him. Oh, yeah? What's so important? Probably just something silly like flying veggies or floating islands in the sky. I apologize for my father. Some days are tough for him. I'm Aurora. Pleased to meet you. I'm Eulalia, and this is Satu. So you must be the talking butterfly who's, really the daughter of the life goddess I've heard about. Huh? Oh no, I don't know what you mean. Right, well, our workshop is to the east side of the marina. Let's head over there. Aurora joined your party. Oh my goodness. Am I drunk? No, but one moment. Barley juice. Extras in quantities. Ginger. Let's go ahead and make... Oh. Create 3 or more of this item and you'll be able to make multiples at once. Well, darn. Let's go ahead and make some, barley juice real quick. Superior barley juice completed. You really showed your skill in making that. So you got 1 extra, making a total of 2. Looks like the ginger improved the flavor of the superior barley juice. Nope, I don't need to. Let's go. Barley juice is pretty good because it increases SP and luck. Also, it's alcoholic. Look at how well I hold my liquor, Crankshaft. Anyway, let's go. That was a huge waste of time. This is our workshop. Not as busy as it used to be. I'm sorry about that whole thing earlier. Dad has been such a mess recently. Looking at him, you wouldn't guess he's the chief pilot here in Port Puerto. Robin originally came here hoping to work with him, but Dad just wasn't in a very good place. I felt kind of bad for Robin. Dad was kind of his hero. Robin was so down, so I told him he could stay here and help us in our workshop. He lives inside your workshop? Yeah, well, more like he works in there and takes small breaks to nap. He's pretty focused. He tries to get Dad to help him every now and then, but it's just been no good ever since, well, sigh. Ever since what? Just never mind. Come on in, I'll introduce you to Robin. Yeah, could have just let me go inside. Hey Robin, someone to see you. What did you say? What's that? Or who's that? Let me turn this thing off, hang on. Sorry to interrupt your work here. I'm Euelia, and this is Satu. This may sound like an odd question, but do you know anything about Terra Nimbus? We talked to Falcon earlier, or rather, he crashed a meeting we were having, and, well, he said he'd actually seen Terra Nimbus. He seemed to think your piloting skills might just actually, well, that maybe you'd be able to find it. You spoke with Old Man Falcon, eh? You believe that story of his about actually seeing Terra Nimbus? Most people just laugh at him, you know. He's become kind of a joke round these parts. Of course, if you're serious, I mean, if you actually do believe the old man, well, I might be able to help you. Well, to be honest, we don't know what to believe, but that's why we wanted to talk to you. If there's anything you can do to help us, we'd really appreciate it. There isn't much time before... Before what? You know, before the end of Riveria. So you think an extremely powerful floatstone would get that ship working? We hope. Well now, isn't that the darndest thing? The other butterfly pretty much said the same thing. The other... oh no. Yeah, the other butterfly has been quite a big help here, actually. Thanks to her, we've narrowed down the area Terra Nimbus could actually exist, or where Terra Nimbus could actually exist. She should be back any time now. You know her? Yeah, I think I know her. Robin, I'm back, and boy are my arms tired. Can you massage my neck? Maybe we can find a pair of tweezers or something. That sounds painful, Noelia. Oh, hello, Noelia. Euelia? Noelia, Euelia, Euelia, Noelia, Noelia, Satu, Satu, Noelia. I think that's everyone. Unless, do you already know each other? What are you doing here? We want to find Terra Nimbus. And we need Robin to take us there. Wait, what? You didn't say anything about that. Yeesh, look at you, showing up to sponge off of all of our hard work. You're just a leech with pretty wings. Shameless, you know, just shameless. No, we're not trying to leech off anybody. Now just calm down there, Noelia. But Robin, this other talking butterfly is just... Noelia, please, I've already asked you nicely now. Okay, fine, go ahead, go on. I'll just flap here, quietly not saying a word. I'm really sorry, Noelia. Meant no offense. Yes, you did. I sure did, and it is my pleasure to tell you I made it so we can now go to Terra Nimbus. What? Did you sort out the fuel situation? Sure did. We should have plenty now. That's great news. Good job, Noelia. Looks like everything is about ready, then. Should we give it a try, Aurora? Let's do it. We can complete our floatstone. Wait, Noelia, is that what you've been doing with those doomstones? You've been using them to make a floatstone? Shush, that info is given out on a need-to-know basis, and you are not on said basis. Really? That's what you're doing with, really, that's what you're doing with here. Or what you're going with here, sorry. No, stop looking at me like that. With that expectant flapping. I hate that. Okay, fine. What do you want, an explanation? Yeah, let's have an explanation. Well, we figured out that once the energy leaves the Doomstones, it will float if it is sent back to the sky. Even after it's all broken up? Right, well, so we've been using these pieces and shards to try to put together a floatstone. You can do that? Robin first came up with the idea, and I figured if we could put all the Doomstones together, then... Noelia helped me put it all together. She's really being modest. I doubt that. Ooh, jealousy does not become you, Euelia. Look, just think about it, though. I mean, these things were floating in the sky before they crashed into us. I never would have thought Doomstones could turn into floatstones. I would have thought it impossible. But I'm saying this right now to 2 butterflies, so all bets are pretty much off at this point. Wow, what can I say except that I'm impressed? But Noelia, why are you suddenly so interested in Terra Nimbus? Well, while you've been down here trying to save the world, I've been doing my own research. I think Mother used to live on Terra Nimbus. What? Are you sure? How did you find that out? Well, it wasn't just one thing. I had to sort through a lot of legends, folk tales, half-truths. But this last piece I found in one of old Port Puerto's legends really did it for me. It talked about the disappearance of the goddess and her return to live among the isles in the sky. I don't think that was just poetic language. I think Mother may... I think Terra Nimbus may have been the last place she visited. Can we just get the engine ready now, Robin? I don't want to just be flapping here all day. Of course, I do need to make a few final adjustments, but yeah. I sure do wish the big boss were here, you know, just to make sure we're good to push some altitude. I don't think my father is going to help us, Robin. Do you think the airship is ready for this? It'll be fine. I mean, yeah, sure, fine, I hope. Don't ever go into motivational speaking. Did you guys meet the big boss, Aurora's dad? He's the chief pilot in Port Puerto, one of the best you'll ever meet. Well, one of the best when he's flying. Dad had a close friend who would go out with him searching for Terra Nimbus. But his friend, Larkin, he disappeared in the airship Dad had been fixing up. Dad hasn't seen him since. He won't even talk about Terra Nimbus lately. Yeah, he'll be back on his feet eventually. A great man like him won't be broken so easily, no way. Especially if we manage to find Terra Nimbus. We've got to act now. Act now. It's all in our hands. We have to be sure the airship can take the kind of pressure that... I'm so sorry, excuse me. Aurora, what was that? Aurora left your party. Yeah, I saw. How you doing, Noelia? Aurora is probably somewhere in the beach district. She's been spending a lot of time alone there. Thanks for the help. Eggs. Aurora? Are you okay? What is she looking at? Is there something I can help you with? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so terse. When I was little, I used to watch my dad work on airships here. This place brings back a lot of memories. Dad and Larkin would hang out here for hours just talking. Dad was so happy then. What is that in your hand? Oh, nothing. It's just a piece of the first float stone that Dad ever gave me when I was little. You can barely see it. Dad made a promise to Larkin and me. He said we'd use this stone and find Terra Nimbus someday. Looking at it now, there's no way a tiny stone like this could make our big dreams come true. I used to think it was something special. Exclamation mark. Now it's just a reminder of better days, and the fact that they're gone for good. You don't know that for certain. Wow, guess I just had a big sloppy piece of depression pie, huh? I'm sorry about that. Aurora, is there anything we can do to help? I don't know. It's just really hard to watch my dad do this to himself. I know what he's doing, though. I know what he's going through. At the same time, I have no idea what he's feeling. That probably doesn't make much sense, I know. My dad and Larkin were such good friends, though. I think that's why he keeps Robin at arm's length. He's scared of getting too close to someone again, and that's why he won't help with the airship. Anyway, the world's fate depends on us, right? No time for feeling sorry. I'll just throw this away. Don't throw that stone away, Aurora. I'll take it. You want it? It's lost its floating power, you know. But I don't have any use for it anymore. Obtained keepsake floatstone. Thank you. I should be thanking you for lending me an ear. I feel a little better now. It's time to hit the workshop. I think Robin and I are close to getting this one operational. Satu, let's go see Crankshaft again. This stone may have lost its floating power, but I think there may be something very pure still inside of this tiny little thing. Something that Crankshaft might be interested in. Just teleported back to my house. Call that efficiency, baby. I'm just lazy. I'm running out of time, though. What's up, Crankshaft? I almost went in the bar out of habit. What do you want? Looks like someone's still hitting the barley juice. What are you whippersnappers about over there? Ain't nobody hitting no juice. That's juice-a-boosh. Stuff doesn't taste no good no more anyways. Not since, you know, none of your business. Excuse me, Crankshaft, we need your help finding Terra Nimbus. I'll use talkin' Terra Nimbus dis, Terra Nimbus dat, Terra Nimbus dis dat. It doesn't exist, I tell yous. Chasing after what's not even there, and you lose what is actually there in front of you. Ain't no Terra Nimbus in front of me, or in front of no one else no either. Yes, I think Terra Nimbus is real. I don't care what you little flying grasshoppers think. It's making me doozy just looking at you. Besides, it doesn't matter none. Without me expertise, ain't no airship flying no ways. And when no airship's flying, ain't no accidents happening. Ain't no one getting hurt, you hear me? If anybody, is everybody blind except to me? Look at it. Rocks falling from the sky is a sign that nobody be flying anyhow. It's how the heavens, it's how the heavens to be telling yous, and stay out of the air and stay on the ground. You're not the only one who can get an airship off the ground, you know. Aurora and Robin are just about done preparing an airship for its first flight. What? Aurora's working on an airship? Yes, and it's almost ready. Robin is confident he can reach Terra Nimbus. Well, he's going to give it his best try anyway. Do you know what this is, Crankshaft? Hand it over, keepsake floatstone. Was it a rock? It's Aurora's. She said you gave it to her many years ago. She kept it safe ever since. Wait a second. There's a floatstone there. Remember the promise you made her when she was little? That you'd use this to find Terra Nimbus. I gave the wee lassie this stone as a gift. That stone wasn't the only gift. You gave her a promise that day as well. What do you know, you little talking moth, you're right. Robin came to Port Puerto just to work with you. Doesn't that mean something to you? You brushed him off, but Robin isn't complaining. He just went right to work on that airship. Those kids in that blasted airship. I need a drink to clear my head. Don't you think you've already had enough barley juice? Har har, I sure do, you little airborne ant. I was thinking I need a fresh cup of coffee and some cold water on my face if I'm going to help those kids. Ha! Now that is what I wanted to hear. Thanks, Butterfly. You're a good bug. I don't think the Cocina Rica serves coffee. I don't know what the problem is. I can't get it to start. I've tried everything. Maybe the fuel lines? No, I checked those. Ignition switch is fine. We've got plenty of power. It just doesn't seem to be taking up anything from the floatstone. How is that possible? But we tested it thoroughly. It should be working. Let us take another look at the engine. Don't be so down, Robin. It's just a minor setback. No, it's not. I mean, it's really beyond me this time. Everything is in place. We should be flying. Well, at least you got that part right, boss. You can't fly an airship if your spirit is deflated. And there's that, and there that Butterfly was telling me you weren't the type of person to ever complain. Oh, I wasn't complaining, sir. I was just trying to think out loud. Yeah, I know how it is when you have to think out loud while you're working. Real loud sometimes. Not bad at all. I don't know what the problem is. Everything checks out. I hope it's not a design flaw. Well, I would have never thought you two could put together an airship on your own. But you indeed blew my hat off with this. You see, I don't have it on anymore. We both put everything we had into this, Dad. An airship that won't fly is just a piece of junk. Ha ha! I see you remembered the first thing I taught you about airships. That's good. This thing sure is pretty, but airships were made for the sky, not for art galleries. Aurora, bring me my tools, will ya? What? Okay, sure, just give me a second. It's good to see you, boss. Ah, now, don't start getting all sentimental, boy. We got some work to do. I can help you out here, Robin, but you know, once she's airborne, it's gonna be all up to you there. I understand. We know you can do it, Robin. It's weird to see Noelia so supportive. Is it still sticking? Hang on there. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of patience and elbow grease. Do you need anything else over there, Dad? Nope. In fact, I think we're just about done here. Just give me one more second. You think that did it? There's only one way to find out. Thanks for your help, boss. The airship is top of the line now. I'd stake my word on it. You two put together a real beauty here. Wow, you really think so? I know so. I've seen a lot of airships, and this one may be right up there with the best of them. It's good to see you back at work, Dad. Yeah, well, you've got these two to thank for that. Satu and that little busybody butterfly there. They showed me this floatstone here. Oh yeah, that silly thing. I kinda kept it all this time. It's too small to power an airship, but in its own way. Sorry. I think it did quite a bit to get this thing flying. Thanks to you. I always knew you'd help us out, Dad. Ah, Aurora, you always had faith in me, didn't you, my dear? Did you see that? That floatstone, it was glowing for a second there. There's still a little bit of juice left in that thing. Well, Satu, I think we're back on track. Alright, everyone. Flight 001 to Terra Nimbus is now boarding all rows. Ha ha, all rows indeed. So who's gonna be in that second row with you, Robin? Well, it's only a two-seater. But I hadn't quite decided on who should come with me. Satu volunteers. That was easy. Let's go, Satu. And I'm going too, of course. Noelia, there's only one passenger seat. You're a butterfly, sis. Think about it. Satu, just let me know when you're ready. How are you doing, Noelia? You two aren't as hopeless as I thought. We'll really see what you're made of now, though. I turned off my infinite stamina cheat, so hopefully I don't have to do too much combat up there. Best get moving. Terra Nimbus ain't gonna wait on you forever, you know. I can't thank you both enough. Okay, let's go. Are you ready to go? Yep. Have a safe flight. You two come back safe now, you hear? Satu, I've got butterflies in my stomach. Cannibal. There's probably a better way of saying that. I don't know what you're so nervous about. We still don't know whether or not Terra Nimbus even exists. But I know it does, and we're going there. You worked so hard to get this airship running. How can you be so pessimistic? You've got no idea how hard I worked, sis. And I'm just being a realist. All aboard, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and let's do this. And we're off. We've cleared the cloud line. Yeehaw! Nice work, Robin. You know, Satu, this reminds me of... It's almost like how I got to Reveria. I was flying through the clouds, but everything past that is just a blur. Oh my. It's an island in the sky. It's Terra Nimbus, it's real. Oh man. If only Old Man Falcon could be here. We did it, woohoo! Terra Nimbus ahoy. What was that? What's wrong, Robin? I don't know. I didn't like how that felt. Altitude is good, still okay on fuel. Doesn't feel like we got any damage here. Whatever, just get us to Terra Nimbus. I remember how I landed in Reveria now. I was flying through the clouds, and then before I knew what was happening, everything just stopped, and suddenly I was screaming as I plummeted to the ground. I didn't do that. Ah! Sorry, my housemate's asleep. That's the best I can scream. Satu, come on, wake up. Satu, are you okay? Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. I don't know what happened to the airship. We were cruising along fine when the engine just stopped. At least no one seems hurt. We're lucky we landed. Wherever we are. We must have just made it to the edge of Terra Nimbus. Let's do some reconnaissance. That'll be the quickest way to orient ourselves. Keep an eye out for our airship, or any pieces of it. Right. Euelia, you and I will... Euelia? Where is she? Ah, of course. Now we're going to have to search for her too. Sigh. She's always making things about her. Robin joined your party. Yeah, I don't think Euelia did this on purpose. Ooh. Sorry, this is important. Mine now, suckers! I didn't get a single diamond out of that, though. Unfortunate. Terra Nimbus is a pretty place. Just look at this. This is amazing. We really are floating in the sky. You'd never know it if you didn't look down. I can't wait to get back and tell Old Man Falcon. Whoa, what is that? That's a plushling. It kind of looked like a plushling, kind of. Maybe they have a different race of plushlings living up here. Let's follow it and see where it's going. We may be able to get some more info about where we are exactly. Good idea, let's do it. Looks like some kind of plushling village. There's a guild person there. Look at that, just up there. Those are the cutest houses I've ever seen. Hey, look! The airship! But how did it get here? It doesn't even look like it took any damage. I'm not so sure. I'd have to take a look inside to... that's odd. Something wrong? No, but it does look like there was some damage, as well as some repairs. Looks like the fuel is just about gone, but the airship itself has been repaired. Quite well, I might add. That's impossible. Who could have fixed that? That would require a specific knowledge of an airship. Should I have left it the way it was? Welcome to Terra Nimbus. Well, no need to thank me, I guess, or to say anything in response. Some of the plushlings brought me your little airship here. Boy, this thing really brings back some memories. Are you Larkin? Hey, that's pretty good. You do any other tricks? Guess how old I am. We thought you died in an airship accident. Well, that would kind of take the fun out of guessing my age then, huh? So, let me guess, you're one of Falcon's new students, is that right? Oh, wait. Or are you studying with old Crankshaft? That's right. Yeah, some of the mods on here look like his work. Looks like I'm not the only one. Looks like I'm not the only one in the habit of making improvised landings here on Terra Nimbus. I've heard so much about you. It's nice to know that you're okay. Crankshaft and Aurora will be happy to see you when we get back to Riveria. Sounds good to me. I've been stuck here all this time. Your ship was fixable. Mine was not. But do you think she has another flight in her? Of course she does. No, wait, the floatstones got busted. We don't have enough fuel to get her back. You need a floatstone? Yeah, that's the fuel we used to get here. Oh man, how are we gonna do it? Or what are we gonna do? Well, you could just ask for one, I guess. I mean, we are on a floating island. Because, well, floatstones are pretty much all over the place on Terra Nimbus. You knew that, right? Of course we knew that. We're not, dumb. Do you think we could get enough floatstones, like, to lift a huge airship, not just a little one? A huge airship, you say? Well, huge is a relative term, but yeah, probably. You'd want to get a high-grade floatstone, a pure one, not like the ones around here. There are plenty on the island. You just gotta search for them. There might be more info in that empty shack just to the north of here. Why? What's there? Well, that's a good question. I don't really know, to tell you the truth. A human used to live there, though someone who spent an awful lot of time researching Terra Nimbus. I read some of the notes I found in that house, but most of them were over my head. Another human living up here, eh? Why don't we take a look? We still need to find Euelia, too. I'm going to check out the airship, make sure she's good to go. I just need a sec to get her back into flying shape. Robin left your party. Let me turn this in. Oh, I'd like to turn it in. What did they do with my bounty? It's not out here, so I guess it's just lost forever. Fun. How you doing, Larkin? The plushlings in this land are quite a bit strange. Yes. Do you sell diamonds? I need a lot of this stuff. Diamond! Bought 10 of them, that was most of my money. I'm so irresponsible. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, wait a minute. It's my bounty! I don't remember dropping it there, but I guess I could have. Here you go. I didn't do that as a miner, so I'm not going to get a trophy for it. I just bought so many of those. Well, I bought 10, but it was expensive. Let's see if I can't get a diamond from this as well. Ooh, I'm running out of stamina. This is another reason why I've got the infinite stamina cheat on while I go around gathering. No diamonds. My luck is maxed out, by which I mean 50. Yuelia? Don't pull out your weapon. Stained glass butterfly. Ooh, sounds pretty. This place is disgusting. Looks like whoever lived here was researching how to be a slob. Do you think there's anything useful in any of this? I mean, if someone was actually doing a lot of research on the island like Larkin said, then they probably mentioned floatstones at one point or another. Then human form is much better for searching through all this junk. Satu, let me know if you find something. Sound good? Great. Noelia joined your party. I came to this mysterious island to find out more about the legend of the goddess. The plushlings that inhabit this place told me of a forest in the west that they call the Goddess Forest, named as such because the goddess lived there while here on Terra Nimbus. However, it has been sealed off by a powerful spell and is no longer accessible. Maybe that curious furry creature I see slinking around knows something about that. Well, that seems important. It appears the goddess truly did live on this island at some point, but how old is this island? How long has it been floating here? I suppose the greatest question of all would be, how is it floating here in the sky? Most curious indeed. The folklore says that after she saved the world, the goddess disappeared from the land. Perhaps there's some connection there between her disappearance and this island. It appears the goddess truly did live on this island at some point, but how old is this island? How long has it been floating here? Oh, I guess I wasn't interacting with the cauldron. Interesting. This whole wall is the same bit of information. Looks like a diary. Oh, what does it say? What does it say? According to existing folklore, Reveria was threatened by a great peril many, many years ago. Huge black stones were observed falling from the sky. One such stone was said to be the size of an island. Eventually, the life goddess somehow saved Reveria from the danger, and then immediately vanished. It is then, in the chronology, that tales of Terra Nimbus begin appearing in folklore and manuscripts. My hypothesis is that this very island itself is one gigantic floating rock, or floatstone. These floatstones, the appearance of so-called doomstones, and the timeline of events bring to mind another potential hypothesis. One no less important, as it may further explain the true nature of this island. However, that is still at a stage of conjecture, and I am not yet prepared to put forth a complete theory. I record my musings here only for the sake of posterity. I read good, in the hopes that they may be useful to others. Gladstone the Third. Of course that bearded weirdo was up here. Who was this guy? Some sort of geologist? He mentions the life goddess in here. I wonder if he ever found any proof of Mother being here. What was that? Come on, let's go check it out. This episode is going to run longer than others. Oh, hello. Black rock fell from the sky. Black rock landed west. Black rock crashed in Goddess Forest. Sounds like something about a black rock. Come on, they're probably talking about a doomstone. If one of those landed around here, it won't be long before Euelia finds it. As long as she's okay, which I'm sure she is. Indeed. Give me a second. I turned infinite stamina back on, because it was annoying trying to manage that. I suppose I wasn't actually doing anything to manage it. Whoop! Touch the sky, complete. I do not have time for this. Let's go. Oh, hello again, Larkin. It looks like a Doomstone dropped over here. Yes, let's go check it out. Nope, no time for distractions. Blackrock landed over there. Blackrock big. Forest closed. Goddess seal closed forest. Goddess open forest. Mother closed the way with a magical seal, eh? I just might be able to do something about that. Alright, everyone, back. Give me some room here. What was with the confetti? There. Did it work? Seal gone? You goddess? Do I look like some kind-hearted, benevolent goddess? Come on. If you're looking for a goddess look-alike, you'll be so happy if we find Euelia. When we find Euelia, I mean. Sorry to say, I'm not here to save the world. I'm just here to transport my mother's legacy off this rock. If Reveria goes down, the goddess ship is not going down with it. I can guarantee you that. Wait, why am I standing here explaining myself to a bunch of primitive, oversized dolls? I'm out of here. You coming? Huh? What was that? Did you see something? It's probably just a Furlin. And for a second there, I felt like someone was watching me. Must have been my imagination. Gaga? Oh no, it's Lady Gaga. Run. Do we really need, like, a zooming pan over for the forest? It wasn't even a good one. Alright, let's get this out of the way before it's too late. If there's a Doomstone up ahead, I don't want to be ambushed by any shadow monsters while we're looking for the stone. Like those? Of course, right on cue. Alright, let's take them. Ew, why am I using fire magic? Noelia can use dark magic. Oh yeah, I just remembered why I don't ever travel with Noelia, even post-game when I can do that. I want to cut down that tree so bad, but I don't have that kind of time. Ooh. I'm not cutting that down anytime soon, but listen to that boss music. Okay, let's go. Looks like another seal, and I'm not talking about the kind that barks. This one is much stronger than the one in the forest entrance, though. Let me take a shot at this one. Ugh, really? Man, this one is stronger than I thought. Not sure how we're going to do this. Gigaga? Whoa, what is that? What? What are you? Gigaga. Wait, is that a Furlin? What are you doing here? You were the, you were the one watching me before, weren't you? I knew it. Ever seen a Furlin before, Satu? They look kinda big and weird, but they're very gentle creatures. But, as far as I know, there shouldn't be any Furlin anywhere in Reveria, not even here. Giga. Hey, do you know how to remove the seal? Gigaga. What, do you mean you can't? Why not? Gigagaga. Oh, there's another seal we have to remove first. Well, why didn't you just say so in the first place? Sheesh. What's with all the gigagaga? Giga. Furlin joined your party. Hell yeah, it's a party of 3. I don't have time for this. It's actually probably a good thing I chop down sky trees now, because otherwise I would just end up buying the logs. Alright, this is it. Giga gaga, or Giga. Right, so this one is linked to the other seal, yeah? Giga? Ha, Giga 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 Giga. Alright, we're on the right track here. Giga Giga. I'm sure I'm glad I took that Furlan language class before coming to Reveria. Here I go. The seal was weakened. Giga! Whoa! And talk about a sudden change in atmosphere. Did you feel that? Come on, Satu, let's get back to the bridge. Huge waste of time just running back and forth. This episode's gonna be so long. Oh, I can feel a crack in the seal. It's definitely weaker than before. Giga! I'll try my hand at this again. One more time. Hell yeah, 2 hops this time. Cha-cha real smooth. I think it worked. You go first. Huh? What's wrong, furry friend? Blah 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 blah. Alright then. Well, if you're concerned about that, I think we'll go ahead on our own. A black stone enraging the island's protective spirits sounds exactly like what we're looking for. Our suspicions have been confirmed. Giga gaga. You ready for this, Satu? Not like we have any other option here. Thank you for helping us, Furball. Giga gagi. Giga. Furlan left your party. Fine, I can only assume that the Furlan can be affected by the Doomstone. So better it not come with us. Ah! Euelia? Ooh, it's a dragon. No, you must stop this. Remember your true selves, please. Euelia? Oh, I'm so glad to see you both. You can't reason with one of the monsters once the Doomstone has gotten a hold of them. Yeah, I know, but... No buts. We've got to handle this thing the old-fashioned way. Let's release these creatures from the stone's power. Okay, you're right, Noelia. Euelia joined your party. Hey, Satu, see that Doomstone? Let's do it. I don't have time to fight them, but I wonder how much damage I do. I deal a good bit of damage to the little ones. And I do no damage to the big one. So I'm just going to attack the stone. Boom. And I leveled up. I like how it shows the big dragon passed out. I didn't successfully kill it. I will have to come back here as a paladin at some point, though. We did it. Yay for Euelia and her happy adventures. Her happy adventures. What exactly are we going to do with those monsters? Well, I was, just... Sigh. Look, I had no idea what happened with the airship. When I came to, I didn't know where I was. And I was completely alone. I tried finding a way out of the forest, but I kept getting lost. So I asked this dragon here for directions, and everything was fine, but then the Doomstone crashed. I think I got it. A mixture of questionable decisions and odd luck. I probably could have guessed that. I'm sorry you two had to come looking for me. Apologize to Satu, not me. I'm just tagging along here. I was looking for something else, but your pal here wouldn't shut up about looking for you. I somehow find that hard to believe, Noelia. Well, it's true. Your little adventuring partner here was worried sick you might get hurt, or worse. Well, maybe I was worried too, just a little. Thank you, Noelia. Just a little, though. That's fine. Thank you just a little. Hey, I deserve more thanks than that. Looking for you was my idea. Well, there. So, now you know. I don't want Father to be mad at me, that's all. Noelia, I'll give you all the time, I'll give you all the time in the world to cover up your emotions, but later. I don't have any emotions to cover up, so I don't know what you're talking about. Just shush. There's something I want to show you two. Come here, come with me, okay? You're so bossy for someone who's just got rescued. Look at the size of that float stone. That is one massive float rock, or float stone. What the fuck is wrong with me? Wow, it's beautiful. Is that the float stone that is making Terra Nimbus float right now? I don't know. Do you think it is big enough to power Mother's ship? Maybe. That scholar's notes did mention the goddess, but... could she be connected with the energy seal in the forest the plushling mentioned? If that's true, then Mother was here on Terra Nimbus, which means she must know about the huge floatstone here. Ah, I get it. Her airship, stranded in the Elderwood with no floatstone to power it. Right. You have no idea what I'm getting at, do you? None at all. Let me spell it out for you. This might be the floatstone from Mother's ship. Oh. Oh, so why did she leave it here? Well, even if you don't know the answers, at least you're asking the right questions. Allow me to explain. Who's there? Oh, uh-oh. Hello, Father. Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Dad, we can hear you fine. Please stop shouting. Ahem. Okay, sorry. As Noelia realized, your mother, Celestia, did indeed live there on Terra Nimbus at one time. Aha, I knew it. Yes, Noelia, just calm down. You get a gold star for that, and yes, the floatstone is from her airship. But why did Mother come here? I was hoping to wait until you two were all grown up to tell you, but I guess I have no choice now. See, long ago, Reveria was in a state just as bad, well, no, even worse than it is now. Your mother descended onto Reveria and offered guidance to its people and all its creatures. Unfortunately, Reveria's leaders could not find a way to stop bickering among one another. And the Doomstones continued to rain down upon all the kingdoms of Reveria. Eventually, a Doomstone the size of an island fell from the sky. It cast a shadow upon Reveria that could be seen throughout the entire world. A Doomstone the size of an island? So would that be? Yes, that Doomstone is now Terra Nimbus. That's what I was gonna say. In order to prevent that Doomstone from crashing into Reveria, your mother took the floatstone from her airship and quickly secured it to the falling Doomstone. That's how Terra Nimbus was created. I can still see her, almost as if it was yesterday. Ah, Celestia, you truly are the most beautiful and resourceful being to have I have ever laid my eyes upon. You have done an amazing thing here today, and you know how time flows more quickly in Reveria. You will not remain unaffected. I understand. I am sorry, dear. Although this crisis has been averted, I cannot return just yet. This world needs more time. More time to recover from the destructive influence of the Doomstones that have already fallen. I must remain here until it's fully restored. I was afraid you were going to say that. You know my love for this place, Divinus. Reveria looks far more beautiful when viewed from here. I would like our daughters to see it like this. I want to protect this land so that they may experience its beauty. I shall stay here and guide the people of Reveria. Their lives are so short and often marred by strife, by fighting, and by sadness. But it will teach them another way of life. One where people can work together to help make one another's wishes and dreams come true. I will show them how enjoyable life can be. And from there, Reveria's inner beauty will be visible throughout all the kingdoms. Not just from great heights such as these, but even where the grass grows, the sand blows, and the rivers flow. My stubborn little Euelia and my crying baby Noelia, I will make this a world you will love. A world in which you and the people of Reveria can fulfill all your deepest and dearest wishes. Very touching. Your mother never once had a selfish thought in her life. She only thought of the two of you. She saved Reveria so that you both could see the world she so loved. Mother did it for us. Well, don't I feel ashamed? This world she wanted to show us really is beautiful. I never thought I could love Mother even more. Noelia, are you crying? No. This world has a lot of spicy food on it, too, and I still have a little on my fingers. So don't touch your eyes. Not without washing your hands first, anyway, if you've eaten something spicy. Ahem. I'm sorry to interrupt your very moving scene, but your time is up, my darlings. Wait, no, we're not done yet. I'm sorry, but we had a deal, remember? The power binding Lunaris and Reveria is wearing very thin. Didn't you see my sign? Yeah, but we thought we could just, stretch it out a little bit. Soon you will not be able to return at all. The next eclipse will be your absolute last chance to return. Do you understand that? I'm serious. That's it. And Father, wait. But what if we need more time? I think he's gone. Yeah, that's why everything got lighter just then. I think the conversation was pretty much over from his perspective. If only Mother was here with us, she would know what to do. Wait, come on, what's with the concerned face? Where's everyone's favorite Miss Smiley Pants? I don't like it when you get all serious and solemn. It creeps me out. But Dad said there's no more time. He said we've got until the next eclipse, and who knows, we can probably talk him out of it by then. But what's an eclipse? What? You just kept nodding while Dad was talking? Why didn't you ask him? Look, I've heard the word before, okay, I just don't know what it means. Is it a meal? Hee hee har, that's hysterical. Look, an eclipse is when, you see, when you look, so Lunaris goes in its orbit and there's planets, see. You don't know what an eclipse is either, do you? I'm not an encyclopedia, okay? All I know is that we need to get this floatstone back to the goddess ship as quickly as possible. We've got people waiting for us on ground level. Uh-huh. Why do I not believe you're suddenly concerned about the people down in Reveria? Euelia, how can you be so suspicious of me at a time like this? If you want to stay here and cry your eyes out until an eclipse comes out of the trees and eats you up, fine. Ha! You're the one who was the crybaby. That's all in the past. Come on, Euelia. We're taking this floatstone back to Lunaris where it belongs. Back to Lunaris? What do you mean? Mother saved Reveria once. We need to know as much as we can about what she did and how. Think about it. Why did Mother stay on Terra Nimbus? Sure, she wanted to save Reveria, but was she connected to the floatstone somehow? We need to get this floatstone back to Lunaris so Father can see it. You think that floatstone is the key to us finding a way to save Reveria? Whew! I was wondering if I was going to have to just come right out and say that one. Come on. Let's take this floatstone to Robin so we can get the airship going again. Ready, Satu? I was born ready. Obtained the Terra Nimbus floatstone. Fits conveniently in my backpack. Just look at that thing. Boy, she sure is a beauty. That's the most dazzling floatstone I've seen here on Terra Nimbus. So, is it really okay to just take this with us? I mean, Terra Nimbus won't plummet to the ground, will it? Nah, I'm pretty sure it won't. That wasn't very convincing. Well, I did some digging through the notes in that old abandoned shack, and I came upon something that pretty much said Terra Nimbus is in its phase of purification. Basically, it is no longer a doomstone. Floatstones are now forming in the soil here. So we'll be fine here, I think. Is it worth the risk, though? I mean, how do we know for sure? Well, I think the way all this worked out is it seems someone had it planned like this from the start. I bet that floatstone has been slowly purifying this island over the years. My mother did have a pretty good plan. Load it up and let's go, Robin. If Terra Nimbus starts dropping, we can just swing back on down. Sounds good to me. Giga? What? What are you doing here? Giga Giga. Is it alright? It's alright, everyone. This is a Furlin. They don't bite or anything. They just... Giga. Giga! When did you tame this one? I didn't do anything. He just started following us. Giga, Gigaga, Lestia. Celestia. Did he just say Mother's name? Ha! It thinks you look a little like Mother. What's so funny about that? Mother was beautiful. I don't think I've seen Noelia this worked up before. Oh, Robin, you've got no idea. You should have seen her earlier. She was crying like a baby. No, you were the one who was crying. No, it was Noelia. It was Noelia. Crybaby all over again. Don't call me that. Ahem. Did you say you were in a hurry to get back to Reveria? You've been stuck on this floating rock for ages. A few more minutes isn't going to kill you. Whoa. Larkin must go. Nice to have Larkin. Larkin been here long time. Larkin go home. Cheers, you guys. I'll bring some treats next time. Port Puerto, here we come. This is only a two-seater, but there's enough floatstones to get everybody back. Well, well, welcome back, kids. By the looks of you, I would say that you were looking for some... was would say what you were looking for was pretty much found. This would be easier if I could read. Ah, if only Larkin were here to see this. A whole new generation of adventure, discovery. He would have loved it. It was pretty great. I mean, I was beginning to wonder how long I was going to have stayed there. Boy, you kids sure did honor Larkin's memory with your courage. I know he'd be proud. To say I'm proud would be an understatement. I owe the world to these brave kids. I need some more time to rest. Haha, your eyes aren't deceiving you, boss. That really is Larkin. He's been on Terra Nimbus all this time. Oh, come on, you're starting to hurt my feelings now, Crankshaft. Come here. But, is it really... It's really you, Larkin? It's really you, Larkin. I thought I'd never see you again. I ought to have you honeyed and feathered for all the worry you've caused. Forgive me, Crankshaft. I wanted to send a letter, but I just couldn't figure out the right postage. Har har, I bet you couldn't. Bet you trashed the old airship too, eh? Don't listen to him, Larkin. Dad is pleased as punch to see you back home. Yeah, unfortunately the airship is pretty much toast. I'm sorry about that, Crankshaft. She was nice. Bah, airship schmership. We can always build another one, right? That sounds like a great idea. Seems like you and Larkin have your first project already planned. That's right. I'll keep an eye on him, though. I bet he's raising another... I bet he's rustier than a pickaxe in a hot spring. I want to say thanks to you all. Not only did you find Terra Nimbus, but you rescued my best friend. Quite the feat, rescued my best friend. No, it's we who should thank you. We wouldn't have been able to do any of this without your help, remember? Ah, yeah, but you're doing this for the good of all Reveria, though. No thanks needed. I won't have it. Har har, just kidding. Glad to be of service. Shouldn't you be on your way, though? Yes, of course. Oh, we're on a tight schedule. I'm going too, boss. They need a pilot to move this floatstone. It's bigger than a squid on a horse. Sure, go get him, boy. You make me proud. If you ever need to make another trip to Terra Nimbus, you just leave it to me and Larkin here. Good luck, Robin. Roger that, boss. Thank you again, all of you. Robin, hello? Yeah? I hate sentimental goodbyes, so I'm getting out of here with the furry Ferlin here. Giga? Noelia, wait. What is it? I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I think I misjudged you. Did you not hear what I said about hating sentimental goodbyes? If we work together, I'm hopeful we can save Reveria, for Mother's sake. Fine, you stay here and be hopeful. I'm going to go and actually do it. How's that sound? Oh, well, okay, yeah. There's too much chatter here. I'm off. Come on, Satu, let's head back to Castell. We've got to tell everyone what we found. Noelia left your party. Robin joined your party. And I will. But in the next episode, this was going on way too long. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. I'm going to have to pick it up in episode 19 with the rest of this story mission, and then I guess butterfly requests. And then episode 20, assuming I'm timing things out right, will be the final episode of the series. Or at least until I do the DLC. I'm rambling at this point. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell.